We are starting. Yeah, we're starting on Zoom. 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 It's like I never can think of a good theme song for this.
We need to make it official and just do a legit jingle.
We really fucking do. I shared it on Facebook. Hannah, if you want to share it on your page, go ahead, be yourself.
Yeah, I will.
Nice.
Loading. Hi.
Yes.
I brought
Welcome to an episode of Fruitfly Don't Bother Me, the show where we actually want you to bother us in the comments down below. So feel free to comment as this is going on. This is a weekly show where we talk about the most Googled topics from the week prior, okay? We just pick from like the top 20 and we just have a heyday with it. Now, this week's, sorry we took a week off last week, but me and Hannah both have lives.
It's been a crazy one too.
It has. It's been so weird. I will tell you at the end of this episode, Hannah, that I made a comedian really mad last night.
Oh no! Okay, well, we have to start with that story.
I know. Okay, I guess we'll start with this one first. Okay, so last night I did a comedy show, and this guy who's like people, I guess they think because we're both gay comedians that we're kind of in the same like realm or whatever.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, I told them that I do roast shows, and so I was going to come on and roast them one of the weeks. I was going to come on and bring some roasts, and everyone seemed really excited about it. At least
roast and light roast.
Well, my roasts tend to be a little darker than most people.
That's true. He's very brutal and mean.
I am very brutal, and because he's a gay male, and because I was pressured last minute, I didn't write any specific jokes for him. I just had to reuse jokes that I already used on another gay comedian. And I might not have picked the best jokes because it was from the Halloween week where
that was a bad week.
Where I was like really, basically one of my jokes was he just got his test results tonight and he's HIV positive. Tonight's going to be a good one. And then the worst one was the one where I said Halloween's a horror movie, so it's really bloody, but it isn't as bloody as Nikki's ass. Oh God, I didn't mean to say his name. Nikita Banana, Jackson, Mississippi. Oh God, never mind.
It's fine. We have 2 viewers right now.
You're fine. Well, because I feel like I dug a hole in our friendship when really I was just making jokes last minute because I told them I was going to roast people and I thought they were waiting for it. So I just put some shit together last minute. Had nothing to do with him specifically. This person messaged me today and said, I'm just mad you chose to do the low-hanging fruit since you're also a fellow gay comedian. And I was like, all your material is stereotypical. What an angry gay
I'm going to say, if anything, that gives you the right.
And also,
exactly, it does. And
it's all fruit at the end of the day. So
it's all fruit.
Low-hanging fruit. I don't care.
It's all fruit.
Yes, do I need to take the extra effort to get on the top of the fucking tree? No, bitch. No steps do I want to take the fruit. Well, yeah. So that's what it has been. I had nightmares last night because of it.
I'm so sorry about that. I have a child interrupting us.
Oh my God, I love children.
No, you don't. Okay.
Whatever.
Listen, remember how I said I had a show? We're on right now.
This is the show. This is the show.
So you gotta be quiet.
Yeah.
And let Netflix babysit you for 5 more minutes.
Love that. You know what? That is a good parenting method. Honestly, people need a break when they have kids. They do.
Well, Clinton's out of town right now. So hence my sister wife. And also like I'm solo parenting. Usually he's here to like wrangle him up and put him to bed while I do this, but he's not here tonight.
No, I love your glasses, by the way. I love both of your glasses. I think.
Thank you. Forever 21.
Oh yeah.
Hannah, why don't you introduce who's with us tonight?
Okay. So I threw this on Nick last minute and I love that he's such a good sport about it. This is my bestie, Laura Allen.
What's up?
I've known her since I was 9 years old. And we just kind of we both had like our own shitty weeks in their own way. And I was like, come over. And she brought gin. And I was like, I've got a show. Do you just want to be on it? And she's like, hell yeah. And she came looking all fabulous. So I had to put her on.
No, I love it. I really love any new people we can get on this show. I love it. I really just love it.
Love it. Did you share the
Give us your
video? Share the
opinions.
video.
I gotta share the video.
It's on my timeline.
Okay.
Yeah, do it. Share it. Yeah. Did you tell your mom this was happening tonight, Hannah?
I did. I called her,
I did
and
tell my
I
mom.
think she's on. Mom, are you on? You haven't sent a
Charlemagne.
message yet. It's so
We have-
unlike you.
We have 5 people watching. Thank you, 5 people, for watching. Please leave comments down below so we can interact with you during the show. We
Heart it, comment, share it. If
have
you're
3
so
people on the
bold.
show who can interact with you while the other
Text your
people are
mom.
Text your mom now.
talking. Anyone text anyone. Text
Love it.
your mom,
Text
your
anyone.
papa. I don't know.
Your
Well,
mammy.
this week we are going to talk about. I'm going to let Hannah. I'm going to let you go first. And tell us what you're talking about. What is, if you notice, Lauren, is it Laura? Laura with a hard A.
Yeah.
Laura,
That's right. I have a hard A.
oh, Hannah, can you move over so they can see what's your symbol? Okay, Hannah, you'll notice is eating a bowl of happy cereal. Okay, it is happy. Now tell us about this cereal and why that is your little icon today.
Okay, so we're talking about it. I'm pulling it up on Twitter so that I can get like a for real thing. Okay, this is fantastic. So I
that's
know
not
I
real.
literally just pulled it
That's
up.
not real.
That's not real. She freaked out.
Oh my God.
So
They really said that.
there is a guy who tweeted this week that's a picture of 2 sugar-coated shrimp tails. And he said that they came out of a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah,
Now, let's talk about the seriousness of shrimp tails. It's not that it's just disgusting. It's also, if people have any kind of shellfish allergy, they react so bad to. If somebody who's allergic to shellfish ate a bowl of this Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they could have died.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you don't think shellfish when you think Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So that's kind of why this situation is such a big deal, because he posted it, and I'm kind of like, whatever, we'll see. It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It escalated because he posted the picture on Twitter.
Yeah.
And with the shrimp tails, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch responded and said, those are not shrimp tails. Upon further investigation, it's just clusters of cinnamon sugar, which happen a lot. And he's like, okay, now you're gaslighting me.
No, for sure.
That's
I've never,
not
I
what this is.
eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch all the time, and I've never seen a cluster that looks like a fucking shrimp tail.
A shrimp tail, like, come on.
Damn it.
So
Impossible.
yeah, impossible. So he was like, I'm gonna send it to a lab. And then they were like, no, don't send it to a lab, send it to us. And then he's like, no, that's sketchy. You already tried to gaslight me, so I'm out. I'm keeping a shrimp tail and I'm gonna send you another one.
Yeah.
And so he actually sent it to the lab. Turns out this isn't just some random Joe Schmo. He's in marketing.
I know.
But he's not just in marketing. He is betrothed, as in legally married by the state of California, to Topanga from Boy Meets World.
Yes, I know.
Topanga.
The one and
It's
only.
his
Wife.
Like
Yeah.
Topanga is married to this guy, Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
shrimp tail guy. Who knew?
Shrimp tail guy. I have a little more information about this story too, because I heard about it.
Okay.
Okay, so what hip hop happened was after the interaction that he had where they were asking him to send it in. He said, yes, this is sketchy. I'm not going to do it. And said I'll keep one shrimp tail, I'll send the other to you. Then he got in, he had personal emails with the company where basically they said that this could be product tampering. So they wanted him to send the whole box to them.
So they're accusing him of faking it?
No, not of him doing it, but that it could have been somebody at a store that put them in there. You know what I mean? It could have been like the situation.
Well, someone
Yeah.
could have done that at the factory too.
That's what I'm saying. And they said that he said he didn't want to send it in. And then they told him to go take it to the police station. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go take it to the police station and be like, hey, this is for General Mills. Important.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a solution.
No.
They would laugh at him and be like, "Get out of here. We have like real emergencies to deal with."
Right.
No, yeah. And I'm confused as to, do they share a factory with like somebody who does seafood?
So let me tell you my theory, which I found on Twitter, which I think is the most accurate.
Okay,
So along with the shrimp tails, he found like a piece of yarn. And he bought like an economy size, I guess from like Costco or something, because there were 2 bags of cereal in one box. The second bag was already opened and then sealed again by Scotch tape and had like a piece of string that kind of looked like dental floss. So there were a couple of pieces from the shrimp tail box that had like black markings baked onto some of the pieces of cereal.
Okay.
And somebody said that resembled mouse poo. So the theory that I think is most accurate is that a mouse found this box, whether it was at the warehouse or the store that it was sold to, or the truck that it moved in on, or the actual Cinnamon Toast Crunch facility. We don't know, so calm down. But we may never know. A mouse had found a home in this particular box and brought his belongings with him, which would explain the thread, the floss, and the 2 shrimp tails.
Yeah. But normally when mouses, like even when they live in walls and stuff, there was a hole that they got in there from.
Yeah. Yeah. Like how... So there's lots of speculation about what's really going on, and the bottom line is Cinnamon Toast Crunch PR people need to be fired.
Worst.
They've been handling this so
horribly,
bad,
yeah.
And then just digging their own grave.
Totally.
I'm thinking maybe it's an intern who's handling their like influx of like shitty comments. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. There's got to be some way to do it, because now I think the tagline should be Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's the shrimp we can see. You know what I mean? Because I could see the shrimp is in there.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch crustaceans. Like
crustacean celebration. I love it.
Red Lobster edition.
Red Lobster.
Oh my God! Do I get a cheddar biscuit? Please say get a cheddar biscuit.
Hell yeah! Cheddar Bay biscuits cereal.
That's what we should Uber Eats tonight. Is Red
No,
Lobster.
oh my God! Could you imagine a cereal that was like mini cheddar biscuits?
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Like Cookie Crisps.
Right. But cheddar biscuits.
So take my money. Real
quick
quick before you take over, my mom is on. She has confirmed. She said hi. And my good friend Brittany is watching, which I love because usually she catches the end of the show, and this time she caught the beginning. So welcome, Brittany.
Good job.
We also have we have 6 viewers in total. Most of those are probably our family, which is cool. Hey family, thanks for supporting us.
Thanks, fam.
I am going to jump into something sports related. Now, the thing is, chickens, you guys don't think I know a lot about sports, but I really fucking love football. Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was super impressed, and I'm going into this totally dry. I have no idea why you picked this conversation.
Okay, here we go. We're talking about a story that is about Deshaun Watson. Okay. Now, a little backstory on Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is a quarterback. He did his schooling at Clemson University from the years 2014 to 2017. Okay. He was traded. He at the first NFL draft that he was eligible for, the Texans traded 2 of their like high whatever like their trade. They traded 2 of their high like.
It's like going over my head right now. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry.
I'm here. I'm
sorry.
Okay.
I'm not.
At the draft, each team, based on how they played the year before, have a certain place that they get to pick new people to come on their team. If they did really shitty, then they get earlier draft picks so they can have better people come to their team to make their team better.
Okay, well, that's very polite.
It's super sweet. But they traded 2 of their later picks to have a better pick in the first round so they could get Deshaun Watson. Okay, now Deshaun Watson has been on the Texans, and his first contract his first rookie year contract has ran out. And so he wants to be a free agent because he is not happy with the Texans. Okay. And there's a lot of teams that want him as their quarterback. And Texans keep saying, no, we're not trading him. Get the fuck over it. Yeah. Now, the thing is, he wanted to be traded really badly in this time frame because he has 17 sexual allegations against him that just came out. Sexual abuse. And I'm sure it happened in his like college years. And he was trying to get ahead of the curve so he could switch and get his contract before anyone found out about these things. Okay.
Ooh, sorry about you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, bye.
It's wild. I was thinking about this today. Sexual allegations to me, when it comes to college students, it could be anything from a girl feeling uncomfortable when a guy is hitting on her, a guy taking more force. She doesn't have to necessarily be drugged, but the common thing is girls being roofied and raped while they're roofied. Now, you never hear these things happening to men because men wouldn't be able to get their dicks up. Women would never roofie them and be like, oh, I'm going to hop on his dick while he's roofied. That's not going to happen.
It's not happening. That's very practical.
It's not. And women are more susceptible to this because women don't have to, guys can just go inside of them because they think they have the right to. It's wild. It's fucking wild.
Awful.
I love that you can just say that because it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. It's absolutely ridiculous.
And they're often stronger, so they can, strong arm.
And 9 times out of 10, it's an athlete that makes the college look good, so they cover it up.
Yeah.
No, yes, and that's my biggest problem is these had to have happened earlier. I'm sure these allegations have been held off by his lawyers by like probably throwing money at these women, but it's gotten to the point now where he just comes across so grimy and like I was shocked. It's like another Tiger Woods situation. Like it's
he needs to be canceled.
17 different allegations against you. It's not from the same person. It's from 17 different fucking people.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's too much.
That's a trend. That's like your habit.
That's not a girl getting out for vengeance.
No.
That's a trend.
That's a trend.
It's not. And it's like if you're an NFL like football star and you still have 17 women that don't want to have sex with you, just don't. They don't want to have sex with you. Get over it. There's somebody who's going to want to fuck you because of your status and who you are, Go find them.
Thank you for validating us as women.
It's wild. It is just wild to me that men think they can take whatever they want just because they are stronger.
They're just very self-centered. Like it's just like ego and they just
childhood trauma.
Well, but also society just giving them a pass. Like if they're not held accountable, they're just gonna keep doing it, and so then boys grow up into men, and then it's like a whole thing in society, and so they just do it.
The guy the frat boy that fondles a girl behind a dumpster because she's passed out, then later becomes the Brett Kavanaugh. And
who likes beer and who's
I just like beer,
went to parties,
and like, well, first of all, I'm not running for any political office
yet.
No. So there's that. But like, I just don't understand the people who go into it thinking that they're just cleared.
That's never gonna
No, it's like the only thing that I could think that is making sense to them is if they got somebody to help them cover it up at a college level. I think that they think once they get into the NFL, it's such a bigger company. Of course, there's going to be more people. They're more elite. People are having their back. That's not the case. We've seen sexual abuse rise in the last couple of years. It's always been happening, but now people are having strength to say something about it, and it shouldn't be happening. Period. Just like racism, it's the same fucking thing. You're treating someone in a way that you think you can get away with, and it's not going to fly anymore. Apparently, and I agree.
We're done with that.
Totally.
Woo, my blood pressure is so high right now. You have no idea.
I love that though.
I just
hate
it.
Important. It's important to talk about it. And honestly, we don't have enough white men talking about it. I know that you're in a minority because you're gay, but you're also a white man. And so, I mean, there's an advantage there.
Yeah, I will say that this whole time I've actually just been acting gay. I love women.
I'm gonna be honest, that adds up.
Yeah, you're a reverse fruit pie.
God, and the Academy Award goes to. Oh, that would be hopefully.
I do. Okay, so now that we're on the topic, I do want to talk about my husband had a situation happen last week that he shared on Facebook, and so it got a lot of attention, and they even made fun of us in the roast last week, which was honestly hilarious and tastefully done. So I'm not mad at West Corwin for that. I hope he's watching. Anyway, the situation was that Clint he took my kids to the park, and he's we're picking up business again after the COVID slump. Yeah. So he is getting really busy now, which is great. He hasn't been busy for a full year, so we're very excited about that. But he was in between two really important jobs and has been working a ton. So we took the kids to the park in the middle of the day on a Saturday. And apparently he just rubbed somebody the wrong way because he was sitting in his car because it was a crowded park. And he decided to get some work done while the girls played. And this woman went by his car and started taking pictures of him. The first few pictures didn't bother him. It was the fact that she then started to record a video and followed his every move for the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Like, it wasn't just one picture. If she had just taken one picture because she was intimidated by a man sitting alone at a park, that's fine. And honestly, didn't bother him at all. Yeah. It was the fact that she continued to take video and pictures of his vehicle and himself without talking to him or confronting him. And so he felt like that was a very sexist, mean altercation.
Yeah, making a judgment on someone just because a man is sitting alone in the car and he's watching his children. She doesn't know that, but the people just make their own assumptions.
Right. And I could back him up and say, as a woman, I have taken my kids to the park thousands of times, and never once has there been any iota of an uncomfortable situation like that. And so the fact that he's just a man, so he posted this and said that it was sexist, and I agree with him. I think it was. Yeah. However, a lot of women, like even really good friends of mine, were commenting on his posts and saying, we deal with a lot as women. Y'all are constantly raping us. Like, she was right to take pictures and videos of you, and that was not sexist. We have to be careful. Yeah. So as a woman, I see that point clearly.
Yeah, but then wouldn't you just address the person and talk to them first about it? You know what I mean?
I probably wouldn't, though. Like, I would be scared to go up to a random guy in his car by himself.
Right.
And knock on the window and say, hey, what are you doing here? I would be afraid of backlash, like being attacked.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a public place. You're at a park. It's not like if a confrontation would have happened that other people around you wouldn't have seen. You're in a safer place. It's not like you're in an alley by yourself and he's watching something.
True, but
I just feel like there's as much as it took for that person to judge him on being there when he's literally just watching his kids. It could have taken that much effort for them to just knock on the window and be like, hey, which kids are yours? You know what I mean? Just not even aggressively address it.
So that's his point. If I had been at the park, nobody would have questioned me
at all.
If you see a man in a park and you think it looks kind of weird.
Well, he was sitting in his car. He probably could have made a better choice.
His point was, if you're genuinely concerned, take a picture of my license plate.
She didn't handle it wrong.
And so his whole point, he wasn't offended by the first picture. He was offended at the harassment afterwards of her
sketchiness.
stalking him,
filming,
filming, but not actually calling the police or taking a picture of his license plate, which could destroy a man. So his whole point was that was rude of you to assume that I'm not a father. And secondly, if you're gonna do it right. Take a picture of my license plate. He actually stopped her and told her all this. If you were actually concerned, take a picture of my license plate, call 911, like do all these things, but don't harass me.
If
you're putting my kids in an uncomfortable situation.
If I was in that situation and the minute I saw her taking pictures, I understand both sides, because it is intimidating for a woman to come up to a man who she views as could be someone who's doing something sus. Okay, but what he should have done, and probably didn't think about it in the moment, was roll down the windows and say his daughter's names and have them come to the car. So that way it would have been clear to her that those are his children and she was watching them.
Well, he could have even talked to her and just been like, hey, what's going on?
But I understand not wanting to talk to someone who is already making you feel as uncomfortable as he feels about it. He probably feels more uncomfortable because you're making him feel like a suspect of some sort.
It's a super gray area, and it's a hard situation. And also, as much as I wanted her to be safe, if she really thought that he was a threat, likewise, if somebody had called the cops on Clint and pulled my kids aside and asked them questions to see if they've been
kidnapped. That could be damaging.
Oh my God. I was ready to throw hands.
I think if it would have been handled well and each party would have known perfectly what to do, we probably wouldn't have even been in that situation in the first place, because society would be at a place where women aren't feeling safe and men are not presumed to be predators or rapists or child, all of it.
And you have to think about, in this time frame too, it's such a heightened state for everyone.
It is, especially people of color, because they get assumed all.
I even said that argument, if Clinton was a black man, he would have been dead.
He would have been
people
cops would have been called. It would have just escalated so bad. And so
our society has come to a point where it has become okay for people to make judgments on people just because of what they look like or who they are as a person. I've experienced it just by being a gay male. People are like, today at work, I had a table and they were like clearly talking about me when I left. And they were comfortable with the fact.
God, it's 2021.
When people do that, they stereotype. They pass judgment. That's just who they are.
Even comedians. That is how we make our comedy, is by passing judgments on things in life that are uncomfortable.
You make jokes all the time about stereotypes. That's part of the shtick. It's like part of it. Like, that's how it's funny,
It sucks that these things happen, but honestly, we bring these things to your attention. Sexual allegations and allegations against anyone just because you feel uncomfortable. Let's try to limit those. Let's try to make those non-existent. Let's try to give people the benefit of the doubt, unless they're giving you a reason to feel uncomfortable, like a blatant reason. I have a mind that goes a mile a minute. So I could think of the worst case scenario just by being at a mall. Oh, this person is following me. No, we're just walking the same pace and they want to go to another store past where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a lot of feelings about it. Comment down below how you feel about it. I will say that the comments we have gotten so far, John had made, I forget his name, John William Carnes. I don't know who he is.
He's a friend of mine. He's like a brother to me. He grew up with
he's me. Great. He's wonderful. He said, sadly, it's crappy a society standard that it is okay due to getting away with it.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. It was hard for me to understand because I hate reading.
I get that.
I just hate it so much. I love doing this show with you, Hannah, because honestly, I feel like we don't get to see each other enough. And I need to have your time in my life, because sometimes I easily get bogged down by just people making judgments on you, especially in our comedy field. And if you're trying to progress in comedy, you're going to meet newer people, and then you have to run through that whole thing of people judging you for the same thing that you're normally judged for. And you have to kind of make people understand that it's not coming from a negative place. It's comedy, first of all. So take a fucking joke. And secondly, everyone has their own style of comedy. You know what I mean? So if you don't like it, it's just as easy that you could not say something about it and move on. You know, a good thing that I learned this week is it was a quote from, it was a football player or someone. No, someone important. He was very good looking. It was a meme.
Was it Adam Sandler?
No, it wasn't Adam Sandler. But he said that shut up. He threw me off when he said Adam Sandler. I'm like, what am I talking about?
I'm just saying, he's important.
He's important.
No, but the quote that this person was saying was that people never criticize people if they're doing better than them. You know what I mean? It's always people who feel like they're not doing as good as this person that will criticize and pick you apart. There's no reason for someone who's successful to nitpick something that you're doing.
Unless they're jealous. I don't know.
Yeah, but if they're jealous, it's because you're getting something that they're not getting.
Probably.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Like people will just, no one's going to be like, I'm never going to get Tiffany Haddish on my channel being like, oh, well, your comedy sucks. She is too fucking busy. You know what I mean? She's
right
on it.
Well, it would be like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk going at it. I mean, they're not throwing hands at each other, you know?
I think it was Elon Musk.
I think they're just a couple of white dudes with billions of dollars.
Billions of dollars launching cars into outer space.
I get it.
Yes, like Xenon.
Yeah.
The sequel.
God, we're 100 years old. We are 100 years old.
No, yeah, I realize that. Oh man, comedy makes me feel so insecure sometimes because it's literally all me. I'm putting everything that no one wrote my jokes. I don't have.
No, it's a writing, performing, stage, projecting. One man show. It's exhausting and it's really difficult, but
it's great when you succeed. It is great.
Hey, I have a little bit of experience doing something so similar.
Laura Allen is a musician and has albums on Spotify.
Oh my God! Shut up!
I used to write my content. I used to perform it. It was exhausting.
What do you play?
Huh?
Do you play any instruments?
Guitar.
I play too many instruments.
And vocal.
Yeah, I sing, but I also play the skin flute. So.
What?
Ew, that's a gay reference.
I was second chair in high school, all state.
That's good. That was good.
He's a comedian.
I know, he's so funny.
He's a comedian. Hannah, do you have any new things coming up? Any shows as we wrap this up?
I actually booked a show. It's in a mall.
Is it Music City?
No, I'll post information on the comments because I'll have to look it up and I don't remember what mall it is.
Is it Valley View Mall?
It's not Valley View. May she rest in peace.
Yeah.
But
Dillers.
I got asked to be on a rated G to PG show.
This is gonna be great.
And they offered me real American US dollars.
I love that.
Not Bitcoin.
To which I said yes.
Yeah.
But I have to work on my family G-rated set.
No, honestly, yours is way closer to being G-rated. That's why they don't ask me.
They don't even ask you.
You're not even going to be invited.
No, you're not invited.
No, I can't come. They're never going to let me go.
No.
Yeah, but Hannah is also, we did a show at United Performing Arts Center.
Bless you.
And she is, bless you again.
So sorry.
The goddamn, it's the shrimp.
It's not COVID. I was just tested.
No, but
she's had her vaccine.
She is on the show with me again. We're doing it on the 31st or the 1st of May.
Yes.
Yes, and it's going to be really fun. It's just 7 comedians. Each person is doing a minimum of 10 minutes. So it's really good. It's a very
my gosh. The last show was so much fun.
It was so much fun.
So much fun.
I still haven't spent that $100 your mom gave me yet.
I'm her biggest fan, if you didn't know.
Okay.
I'm not here.
Okay, before we hang up, I have to say Jessica Walters.
R.I.P.
She was the mom on Arrested Development. She passed away today at 80 years old, and so that's why I've been having martinis all night in honor of Jessica, because she was amazing.
She was great. And the thing is like I didn't realize that she was the voice of the mom in Dinosaurs.
Yes,
I didn't know.
I had no idea until today.
Brilliant. She's brilliant.
That was one of my favorite shows in the 90s, you know?
That was a crazy show, actually.
Such a good show.
It was good. The Halloween episode where the older brother turns into like a were-dinosaur.
So
what was their obsession with dinosaurs? It was like that, Jurassic Park, the Flintstones. I'm in the
move your body.
Land Before Time. Land Before Time, Littlefoot.
We're gonna, there we go. Find us on social media and or give us a tip. $5, $1. $100. It goes a long way. We can put it towards advertising or ring light and booze because this is expensive.
I actually today is the first day of my bachelor party weekend. Okay. I know. So any money you donate to me will go to feed the alcoholism and my Berger's disease, which I'm combating with drinking more alcohol. So
honestly, I love that journey for you, and I hope you make a lot of money.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Anything that you donate to me will go towards a fine dinner with my friend.
No.
And that's not an offer for you to date her. I'm telling you that you're paying for our date.
Oh yeah, we're just selling her tonight. We brought her on the show.
Can I be auctioned off for real?
Who's got $10? I got $10. You got $15. You got $15.
Look her up on iTunes and then
no, Spotify.
Spotify.
Well, since she is on Spotify, all that good stuff, I have a podcast that I do with my sister, and it has its third episode releasing tomorrow, and it is about the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous. It's a show called Chaotic Cinema, Thanks for the Memories, where me and my sister talk about childhood trauma and the movies that helped us through it and make childhood trauma less to talk about.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's just something that really, I explained everything in a very chaotic way, hence the name Chaotic Cinema. It's very good.
Love it. I can't wait to listen. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, the first episode is a two-parter, and it's about an hour and a half long, and it's about the movies Scream, all of the franchise.
Love it.
It's already up, so go listen. Give it a listen on that Spotify after you listen to Laura's music. Okay. We're going to put that down in the comments. We're going to put it in the comments. We're going to put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
Put it in the comment. Put it in the put it in the comment. Yes, we are so white. We don't know how to beatbox. Okay, perfect. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Hannah, let's do our signature sign off where we clink our glasses. And you can Laura, you have to go.
Yes.
Okay, one, two, three. Yay. Oh my God.
I love you. Happy bachelor weekend.
Congratulations.
Bye, lovies.